It's actually been such a nice day today. It's Friday. I actually need to quickly start packing and throw a bag together because we are going to stay with my sister and her husband down in Essex this weekend. They don't actually live in Essex anymore. They live in a town called Bishop Stortford, but it's still around there. We'll probably be leaving in an hour or two and we still need to walk the dogs and I still need to pack because I've not packed anything. I don't think Ollie has either. But I wanted to start this little vlog off with opening a couple of book parcels. So these are both pre-orders. This one is just from Amazon. And I am very excited about this one. A Reign of Rose by Kate Golden. This is the last book in the Sacred Stones trilogy. If you've watched some of my other videos, you know that I am obsessed with this series. I gave both the first 2 books 5 stars and I'm very excited to dive into this one. This one seems like it's a bit longer. I think this one might be a bit longer than the others. This is on my TBR for this month and I am very excited to read it. However, I don't think this is going to be a good book to take with me because it's a hardback, unfortunately. And then this book is a Waterstones pre-order and I'm pretty sure this is a special edition. I think I ordered this book maybe 6 months ago, like such a long time ago. And at the time I hadn't heard anyone talk about it. I literally just saw Waterstones post about it when they were doing special editions and I read the summary and it sounded really good, and now that it's come out I think it's a book of the month pick. So I've now seen those people hauling it or like talking about it. In my mid-year book tag, this was one of the most anticipated books as well for me. And yeah, I got a special edition. So this is The Dagger and the Flame by Catherine Doyle, who I'm pretty sure she is the author of Twin Crowns, I think, which I have not read. I think that's right, isn't it? But this is an adult romantasy book. As I said, I got the special edition, so it has these sprayed edges which say Become the Flame on them. I think that's like the only thing special about it. Yeah, it doesn't even have anything on the hardback, which is a bit disappointing. Like, Waterstones really does need to improve its special edition game. Maybe that's just because I'm used to Fairy Loot and Fairy Loot books are beautiful. But anyway, I'm really excited to get to this one. It just says, in a deadly game of revenge, the most dangerous mistake of all is falling in love. There is a full blurb, but I can't be bothered to read it. I'm really not a blurb person. I just read the little tagline. So here it also says, a fiery enemies delivers romantasy. That sounds good to me. So these are my 2 recent purchases. I say recent, as I said, both of them were pre-orders, but they are both hardbacks and I don't want to take a hardback with me. One, because I don't have a like book sleeve for a hardback, and 2, just because like they're annoying to carry around. Like, why would I want to do that to myself? So ideally I want to read something on Kindle or paperback, but I just don't know what. So the book that I really want to read is Nothing Like the Movies, but I don't have it, and I looked on Kindle to see how much it would be to buy the Kindle version and it's like over £5, which is that still cheaper than the paperback? Yes, but is that too expensive for a Kindle book, in my opinion? Yes. Like, if a Kindle book is more than like £4, I'm not buying it. I would rather just pay like a couple of extra pounds and get the physical book. So I think I'm just going to be on the lookout for it this weekend. I'm sure we will go into a bookshop or 2 because I can't go anywhere without going into a bookshop. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to keep an eye out for it and hopefully get it. But until then, I need a book to take with me and to read, because I've literally just finished a book this morning and now I don't have anything to read. So I'm thinking, what can I read? Ideally, I should read a book from my TBR because I did a 10-book TBR this month, and I'm also planning on doing a video later this month on finishing my TBR, so I kind of do need to make sure that I am making progress through it. But these are the only 2 paperbacks I have on here. Saying that though, I do also have a Kindle book on there. So the Book of Azrael, that is on my TBR. I could read that and I'm really excited to read that, but then I don't know if this weekend is the right time to read that because I want to read it in a very like immersive experience where I'm not distracted by other people. So my other options are Home Before Dark by Riley Sager. This is like a fairly small paperback, easy to take with me. This is like my only real spooky read that I have on my October TBR, so I just feel like maybe I would rather save it till a bit later in the month because we're not at Halloween yet. But I am very excited to read this. So then my other option is Love Unwritten by Lauren Asher. This is on Kindle Unlimited, so that's good because I could just take my Kindle and read it on Kindle over the weekend. But I'm just not really in the mood to read it, to be honest, and it's like 600 pages. I really just want to read Nothing Like the Movies. Right, let me put all of these on my shelf. Honestly, the house is such a mess, like it's a tip. I don't even want to show you. This room, like this bed is a mess. Everything in here is a mess. Downstairs is a mess. And usually I like to do a good clean and tidy like before we go away anywhere, but I just haven't had time today. I've been really busy, so I guess that's not gonna happen. I actually feel like there's nothing worse than packing your makeup to go away. I really need to get a pressed powder because all I have is this. I did not just do that. Powder is everywhere. I was literally just saying all I have is this Laura Mercier loose powder, which I don't dislike as a powder, but I just can't deal with the mess, and it's just so messy, and especially for traveling it's terrible, and I've now just dropped it all over the floor. Right, let's try again. I'm gonna try and hardly take anything, so I think I'm just gonna take skin tint, my concealers. Why is all my makeup so messy? Let's take that. That will do. And then dry shampoo, a hairbrush. Okay, that's all I can be bothered to pack for now. If you have a partner, I would love to know, are you the one who is always ready first or the one who is always waiting? Because I feel like when it comes to leaving on a Friday for somewhere, I'm always ready, like bags packed, sitting on the sofa, twiddling my thumbs, nothing to do, while Ollie is still working. Every 2 seconds someone's calling him. He's not even packed yet. And we need to walk the dogs. I just feel like when I'm going somewhere, I can't do anything, like, other than sort out stuff for that. Like, once I'm in that frame of mind, that's it. I'm like packing and I'm going. And I wonder, like, what would most people do in this situation? Would you watch TV? Would you read? Because I literally, like, I'm not even on my phone. I'm literally just sitting here. I just put my camera away and then I realised, why am I doing that? Like, I can talk to you. That's a good way to fill my time, because I do have a couple of things to talk to you about. Firstly, obviously I said I'm going to my sister's this weekend. You guys have seen one of my sisters in quite a few of my vlogs, but this is actually my other sister who I don't think has ever been on here. So yeah, this is my older sister. Secondly, one thing I wanted to say is last night we started the new season of Outer Banks. Weirdly, like, Outer Banks is a show that I've always watched on my own, and then Ollie suddenly got it in his head that he watches it too. I think he saw like a couple of episodes of season 3, but he definitely has not watched most of it. And so when we were starting season 4 and there was like the recap, he was like, what? I don't know any of this. And I was like, yeah, because you don't watch this show. But he has it in his head that this is a show that we watch together. So now apparently we're watching it together. Honestly, it is so annoying that Netflix now does this thing where they release seasons in 2 halves, like a month apart. Are you joking? There's 5 episodes out. How long do you think it's going to take me to watch 5 episodes? Because it's not going to take me a month, babe. No. If you watch Outer Banks, I would love to know who's your favourite characters, because I don't know if I have a favourite character, but my favourite couple is definitely JJ and Kiara. Like, I love them. I've loved them since season 1, and it's so crazy that, like, it's real now. If you haven't watched Outer Banks, sorry if that was a spoiler, but also please do watch it. It's so fun. I feel like there's no other show that's like it. Like, it has kind of like the typical bits of teen drama in terms of like romances and friendships and stuff, but also it's just like crazy with all of like the treasure hunting and the action, and the setting is so cool. Like, it's just so fun. I'm such a TV show person, so if you tell me a show, I'll probably have either watched it or I'll know like everything about it, because I'm constantly looking for new TV shows. But yeah, I have to say the last couple of years there's just been a real lack of good TV shows on, and I guess maybe that's because of all of the like strikes that went on. It's very annoying. Like, take me back to when I was a teenager and felt like every night I had a new episode of a show coming out. My favourite shows of all time, thank you for asking, are probably like One Tree Hill, The Vampire Diaries, Grey's Anatomy, Gossip Girl. Those are probably my like all-time favourites in terms of like old school shows, and I wish that we could have more shows like that, to be honest. Why are there no good like high school shows anymore? I'm also intrigued of like why there's always been such a gap in like university shows. Like, there were all of these high school shows, which, yeah, okay, great. What about university? Because university is actually more interesting, and like, you could make a show more realistic at university, because I'm sorry, but the lives of some of those high school kids, like, that can't have been true. Anyway, I'm gonna go back to twiddling my thumbs and waiting for Ollie, I guess. I completely forgot to show you my food before I ate it because I was so hungry. I've only eaten a pan of chocolate today until this pizza, so I was just so hungry. But this is what I got. That's all stuff. I had Papa John's, half and half, margarita, and actually it's called cheese and tomato, and sausage and pepperoni. And controversial question: are you a special garlic dip or a garlic and herb dip? Because special garlic used to be the one that you got included, and now they've changed it to be garlic and herb, which is so annoying because it's just like every other one. And I love the special garlic dip. You love the special garlic dip?
Special garlic dip all the way, all
it
day.
Is like every other one, but the every other one is better.
I think you should also shame Ollie publicly.
Oh yeah, this is criminal.
This is his pizza.
Criminal. Who does that?
I like it. I like the randomness. I like it. I like it.
And over here we've got a hot saucer. And you've not got any pizza left.
I have Prosecco.
It's giving holiday vibes. That pizza looks alright. A bit doughy.
Bit doughy. We are just back from our day in town, and I thought I'd show you a little haul. Obviously it's a Waterstones bag, so I did get a couple of books, and then we got some other bits as well. So the book that I was looking for, it was double points in Waterstones today, so perfect day to go. I did get Nothing Like the Movies, as I spoke about, and then I just thought, you know what, while I'm there I may as well get Better Than the Movies as well, because I never had the physical copy of this because I read it on Kindle Unlimited. So now I have both books, so I'm very excited to read this. Like, should I reread this one first? I literally love this book. It was 5 stars for me. I think I'll probably just go straight into Nothing Like the Movies, but I'm glad to have both of them so I can reread this whenever I want. And then little haul from Vinegar Hill. I did try to film some bits, but to be honest, it was so busy in town. It was a nightmare filming, so sorry, don't know if those clips will make it in or what they'll be like. Firstly, Ollie got himself some socks. So all of this was from Vinegar Hill. Did I just say that? Maybe. Ollie got himself some socks. They are golf socks. Ollie loves golf. And then Ollie also got a like diffuser refill. This is bergamot and soft rose. Did you smell them before you chose one?
I did, yeah.
This doesn't sound like my normal kind of scent. I can't even open it. I normally like a nice vanilla, creamy kind of scent.
There was a really nice one which was like sea salt kind of vibes, but
yeah, I like
that's
sea
more
salt.
of a bathroom thing.
Yeah, and this is for the hallway.
This would be for the hallway, wouldn't it? Because we've got one of those that.
Let me smell.
Oh, it's really strong because obviously it's the full thing out.
Let me smell.
So I wouldn't stick your nose right in it, which you have done.
It's really alcoholic if you
Yeah,
stick your nose right in it. Yeah, it's quite nice. It's not really my kind of scent, but it's nice enough.
Yeah.
I'm not mad. Yeah. And then, lastly...
And also, I think the other thing is, that'll last a few fills, don't you?
Yeah, it's quite a big refill.
Quite big, yeah.
Last thing I got, so, story behind this.
Oh my god, it's a good job I had the cap on, isn't it?
Yes, it is a good job.
Or your house would have
Lining
stunk
carpet,
of,
yeah.
your house would have stunk of bergamot and soft rose.
Anyway, so, story behind this. This is a mug. I love mugs, and I've not always loved mugs. I've loved mugs for the last year or two, I would say. I don't know. But recently a lot of my mugs have been smashed by a certain somebody. So, and I didn't have enough mugs in
Accidentally.
And I didn't have enough mugs in the first place, and now I need even more. But guys, they've changed mugs. Mugs have changed in the last 6 months. I don't know what's happened to the mug market,
Crazy.
but they're getting it wrong. They're not getting the shapes of mugs right anymore. Ellie and Adam have one that I got them a few years ago from Anthropology, and it's literally my favourite mug. Like, every time I'm here I want to steal it and take it home for myself because it's like my perfect mug. Maybe I'll show it to you at some point.
Can I just say quickly, I think this mug you've bought, I worry that you're not going to like it.
Yeah, so this mug is the only one that they had in the shop, and this is not just this shop. Like, I've looked in Oliver Boner's, I've looked in John Lewis, I've looked everywhere, okay? They don't make mugs like they used to. Just putting it out there. And I like a hand-painted kind of design of mug, okay? And this was the only one I liked the design of. But the shape, firstly, it's not big enough. I like a massive, massive mug of tea. It's not big enough. And also, what is with these weird handles? What is that? It looks so silly. But, like, honestly, I'm not even joking. This is how they make mugs these days. Like, nice, pretty mugs. They seem to have these ridiculous handles. And
it doesn't even make any sense.
no. I mean, you can quite easily fit your fingers through it.
Yeah, but you could fit your fingers in the normal.
They may as well make them, and they could make the actual cup a bit bigger. It's so small.
I worry that you're not going to like that bit.
And when I put it in the cupboard, it's going to take up so much space because this handle sticks out so much.
I don't know why you bought it.
I needed a new mug. I had to buy one.
Look at it though. Look at it.
I know, but I had to buy one. So if anybody has any recommendations of where to get nice mugs, please tell me. I like a big mug and I like it to be pretty. Like, I love this design. This kind of design I love. Like the painted design. But it needs to be a better shape. So anyway, that is my haul. The good news is I now have a book to read because honestly, like, it just wasn't the right time to read any of my books. I bought my Kindle and I was just literally looking through them like, it's just not the right time to start any of those. All I really wanted to read was this, and now I've got it, so I can start it, except the only downside is I don't have a bookmark. So I need to find something to use as a bookmark because I am not a paper folder.
Can I take my hood off? Or do I look like a hooligan?
Yeah, take your hood off.
Take your head off. Just quick update on my year in books and just quickly the book I just read. Actually, no, quick update on 3 things. 1, I've read 9 books this year. My target is 12, so that's obviously 1 a month. So I am kind of on track. I've got 3
But you've only just finished your 9th one today.
So I've got 3 books to read.
We're in October.
Completely start and finish and read. It's crazy, I feel like I read a lot, but I always just fall asleep after a page or 2. That's one thing.
You read every day, but you literally read a page a day.
Yeah, it's great. It just sends me to sleep. So that's one thing. Yeah. Quick review on Thursday Murder Club. Just finished Thursday Murder Club. If anyone's interested, are you all
by Richard Osman.
By Richard Osman. Characters were good and really kind of like nice. The writing is quite humorous, as you'd expect with Christopher Osman, Richard Osman. But I thought the plot was a bit meh. To be honest, I'm not a huge murder mystery guy because I just find the plot's a bit like, yeah. So I gave it 3 stars, I think.
3.5 stars really though, we decided.
I gave it 3 stars officially on Goodreads, but I did put a comment to say 3.5 stars.
Oh.
I did, yeah. Is that a bit of a booktube thing?
Did you use a star emoji?
No, I just wrote 3.5.
No.
So yeah, so I need to get out of this rut. I need to get a 4-star book in me.
Yeah, what are you going to read? A Brandon? A Wheel of Time?
I'm thinking Red Rising. Which has got good. It's like 4 point.
It's supposed to be really good, and you like sci-fi.
Is it sci-fi?
Yeah, it's
I thought
sci-fi.
It was fantasy.
No, it's sci-fi, and it's literally supposed to be like the best sci-fi series. Like, people love it.
Oh, it's set on Mars.
I'm just scared.
It's set on Mars.
And it's got a really good first like opening. It's something about like, I wanted peace, but they brought me war. Something like that. Sounds good.
Actually, it does, yeah, because I've actually listened to the start on the audiobook. Yeah, it says, I wanted peace, but my enemies brought me war.
Yeah,
love that.
Right, guys, if you want to see the perfect mug, here we go. Are you ready for this?
Are you ready for it?
I don't think you're ready. Oh, we've got that issue where, I've spoke about this before on my channel, they put the writing on mugs on the wrong side, as if we're left-handed. So I have to hold it in my left hand. Here you go.
Isn't that just so that when you drink it, it faces you?
Yeah, but obviously you want it to face out.
No, you want it to face you so you can see it.
Maybe. Anyway, it's this one, and it says, "A little more kindness," and it's just really cute. And Ellie says that this is the mug that they give all their guests, and their guests always comment to say, "Wow, love this mug." So it is a nice mug. I did actually want to say, Ellie, you bought a book today.
I did buy a book today.
It's not gonna...
I can't remember the title of it though.
I know what you bought.
What,
you bought a very book talk book.
Oh, is it a book talk book? Oh, When We Were Villains.
When We Were Villains.
I got When We Were Villains.
It is a book talk book.
Would you like to know what I've read recently?
You know, because you read a really weird book.
No, they're not that weird. I recently read Susie Dent's book,
What did you
Guilty
give it?
by Definition.
Out of 5?
Really liked it. I gave it a 4 out of 5.
Okay, wow.
I read a book called The Book of Human Skin
That is literally disgusting. That sounds...
by Michelle Loverick. It's a brilliant book though.
Was
It's
it a
so
horror?
well. It's so no, it's not a horror. It's like historical fiction.
Sounds horrible.
If you look up there, sorry, I can't go up to stand. Use my finger. Oh, my finger's not focused. Elsewhere, you see that book? Oh, my assistant's come to help. Elsewhere by Gabrielle Zevin.
Ooh, that's cool.
Yes.
It looks cool.
You're right, that is the same author as Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow. And obviously Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Gabrielle Zevin as an author have like become really famous in the last year because of Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow. But me, you and Esther, our other sister, we all read that book, Elsewhere, when we were children, and loved it.
So Elsewhere must be at least
So it's
like
a good-
20 years old.
I reckon I was probly like 15.
I've never heard of that book.
So
Adam?
go on, out
Elsewhere?
yourself to your followers. How old are you?
29. So
14 years.
14 years. Okay, that's my guess.
Which was 2010. Thank you very much, Adam.
Yeah, 2010 is my guess.
Um,
You could probably have just looked on the
I
book.
said 20 years, which would be 2004.
Yeah.
The actual answer is 2005.
What? Is that old?
It's that old.
Wow, I wonder how old Gabrielle Zevin is.
Oh, she's 46. So that one, which she wrote 19 years ago,
She was
Yeah, she was
26.
young.
Yeah, she was
really
young.
was. You're always putting me on the at the right corner of the video, you know. Just quickly to the fans, guys. There must be people that's watching this video that are as excited as I am for Stormlight Archive 5. It comes out in December. Guys, please comment if you can't wait for Stormlight Archive 5.
I'm so sorry, I have been a terrible vlogger. It is now Wednesday and I was literally just filming an intro for another video and realised I have not updated this vlog since Saturday. So I'm really sorry about that. Obviously I am now home. We came home on Sunday evening and to be honest I've just been feeling really tired since then, which is kind of why I've not been filming. But yeah, I thought I would update you. So obviously I bought Nothing Like the Movies and I started this on Saturday night. I think I only read a little bit over the weekend and then have been reading it since. I am now up to page about 180 of this book and I'm hoping that I can get it finished today. It's really quick and easy to read, so there's no reason why I shouldn't be able to do that. Actually, I'm not even halfway through, so we will see, but I want to finish this sooner rather than later. Obviously, this is the sequel to Better Than the Movies. I loved Better Than the Movies. It was a 5-star read for me. Absolutely loved it, and I was scared when I heard that there was going to be a second book because it didn't need a second book, okay? And I'll stand by that. It definitely didn't need a second book, but at the same time, I'm really enjoying the fact that it does have a second book because even though it was a long time ago since I read Better Than the Movies, I feel right back there with them, and yeah, this is so good. So obviously Better Than the Movies, this is not a spoiler, like it's a romance book. There's a happy ending of Better Than the Movies. They are together, but at the start of this book, they are no longer together. They have broken up and they are at the same college, and we are basically just following them and seeing whether they will get back together. They both still have feelings for each other. Yeah, I'm just liking it. It's such a good fun time. I really do love Lynn Painter books, but Better Than the Movies is definitely my favourite of her books, and this one is giving very similar vibes. Obviously they're a little bit older now. That was a YA book. They're in college, so it's more new adult, although I don't think there's going to be any spice in it. There's not been so far. I don't think Lynn Painter really puts spice in her books. I think they're all kind of fade to black. I couldn't say I'm 100% sure on that, but from memory, I don't remember there being any sex scenes, so yeah, I'd say they're kind of fade, so I think they are fade to black. But yeah, I really enjoy this. This one, just like the first one, has the like movie quotes at the start of each chapter. This and Better Than the Movies really do feel like you're watching a rom-com, and I love that. I thought I would just give you that little update. I actually do have something to discuss with you. Let me take you to the kitchen. On Monday we were doing our food shop, and I saw these. And I've never seen them in the UK before. They're definitely American, I think, but I saw them and I had to try them. I've seen Destiny says that these are like her favourite sweets ever, so yeah, these are the Nerd gummy clusters, the berries flavour. I don't think we even get Nerds in the UK, I'm pretty sure we don't, and we definitely don't get these, but I saw them in Sainsbury's. They were in like the Halloween section, and they're very different to what I expected. They're very small, but they're actually so good. Ollie rolled his eyes when I got them, but then we tried them. Literally so good. They're like the perfect balance between sweet and sour. I love the like gummy texture, but with like the hard bits on the outside. So if you are in the UK and you see these, I definitely recommend trying them. Obviously this is not an ad, I literally just saw them. Anyway, now that I have a bit of free time, I'm going to try and get some reading done. Sorry about this bad lighting. It's currently 7:30 AM. I'm just getting ready for the hairdressers and it's still dark outside. But I literally can't go to get my hair done without putting makeup on, because you literally have to sit and stare at yourself in a mirror for like 4 hours, and it can be very humbling, so makeup it is. I did finish Nothing Like the Movies yesterday, but I will talk to you about that in a bit. Right now I need to just focus on getting ready, because as I said, I need to leave in literally 5 minutes. I don't know why I always book my hair appointments for so early on weekends, but hey ho. I think like I hate the idea of getting my hair done taking up like a whole day of my weekend, which like if I go for like a 12 o'clock appointment it feels like it does, whereas if I'm going at 8 AM I'll still kind of have the whole day ahead of me, which is good because I have quite a few bits to do today. I'd like to edit this vlog. I'd also like to do some reading because I've started a reading vlog. I would like to have that done sooner rather than later. And then I'm going to meet my friends for a bit this afternoon, go for a drink with them. One of my friends is also getting her hair done today at the same salon as me actually. So I'll probably see her there this morning. But yeah, we thought we would go for a drink because when you've had your hair done at the hairdresser, you don't want it to go to waste. And then later this evening, I'm actually also going for a meal with Ollie. But then last night we realised that it's actually an F1 sprint weekend this weekend, not just a normal weekend, and it's in the US, it's in Austin, and that means that this evening there's actually a sprint race, and that starts at literally the same time as our meal is booked for. What is going on here? Why is this like not blending? I really need to get a new contour thing because I do not really like this one. Let's just try and blend that out like that. I don't have time for this. Makeup malfunction. I think I just put too much on. Right, let's hope some blush fixes this. But yeah, I'm sorry, I feel like this vlog has been all over the place. I'm not really sure how much like footage I've got either, because it says I've got quite a lot left on this memory card, although I am now unsure whether I'm vlogging on the right memory card. So I don't know. Literally no idea how much I've got. I know I started this a week ago. Well, over a week ago now. I think, did I start it on Friday? Yeah. But it's been very mismatched. I just like haven't vlogged much in the week because it's just not very interesting for you guys, like me going to work. Nobody wants to see that. Right, I need to go into the bathroom to powder because it's too messy to do here. Also, I fell down the rabbit hole yesterday of doing my eyebrows according to that eyebrow filter. If you're on TikTok, I'm sure you'll know. And like everybody else, I had to trim off my eyebrow tails, which is fine except for the fact that like when I was younger I massively over plucked my eyebrows, like when I was a teenager at school, and they never grew back. I used to have quite thick eyebrows, not nice, but like they were quite thick naturally, and then I plucked them when I was younger and they've never grown back properly. To be honest, I do have quite a small face, so they're never going to be like that full and thick, but they're definitely thinner than I like, so any like plucking scares me. I literally haven't done anything to my eyebrows before this in a year maybe. Like I literally, all I would do is like trim them with scissors when the eyebrow hairs get too long, which I also did yesterday, but it's a bit of a struggle because my like eyebrow brush broke, so it's quite hard to trim your eyebrows without eyebrow brush, and I keep meaning to go and get a new one because it's quite an essential. Really? Maybe I should go to Boots today because I also really need to get a new lip liner. How is that looking? Not great, to be honest. Yeah, I don't know if I'm a fan of chopping the tails off. Like, I feel like they just look so short now. I think, yeah, as I said, because I have quite a small like face, I have a really small head, if you hadn't noticed, like weirdly small, like children's size small. It looks a bit ridiculous, to be honest. Anyway, I have a really small head, and then also like I feel like my face is like quite small on my head, and so now I just feel like my eyebrows are so small, like so narrow. Right, that's gonna have to do. What time is it? What do I have time for? Shit, nothing. Okay, let's just spray my face. Yeah, I've not put any mascara on, but to be honest, I might... No, I think I should have put some mascara on. So I've brushed my hair, but I'm actually just gonna quickly tie it up in a low bun because I am walking to the salon. It's literally like just at the top of my road, so it's very close to me. But yeah, I'm just gonna tie it up in the hope that that will stop it from getting as knotty while I walk. Right, quick curl of the lashes, quick mascara, and then I'm going. So I will see you when I'm back from the salon. Probably don't be expecting any dramatic changes. Like, obviously my roots have really grown out, and I think I've said, have I said in this vlog, but I'm embracing more of the blonde now. So normally when I go, I get like a full head of blonde highlights, and it's quite blonde, but I just don't go very often. So that's why it looks like this. That's what I'm doing, so I don't know if it's going to look that different. It feels very different to like what I would normally go in for, because yeah, normally I go in to get my hair done and I'm like, yeah, as blonde as possible, like I just want to be blonde. And this time it's kind of the opposite. I'm like, let's just embrace my natural hair colour, and definitely still have like a few, you know, blonde bits throughout, but not full on blonde. So we will see what I come out looking like. Wish me luck, and I will see you in a bit. Bye. Hair reveal time. Does it look different? Let's see. I feel like on camera it looks really blonde, but it actually is a lot less blonde in person. I don't know how better to show you. Is it just this lighting? Yeah, I'm very happy with it, and also had some cut off because thank god it was getting so knotty and unmanageable. But yeah, anyway, that is my hair. And then nothing like the movies. So as I said, I finished this. I only finished it yesterday actually. I don't know why it's taken me so long to read it. I think I was just really relaxed about reading it and just taking my time, enjoying it, rather than like reading it for a reading vlog, which, don't get me wrong, I love filming my reading vlogs, but it does make me feel like I need to read a lot faster, and sometimes it's nice just to not be filming one and just read a book at my own pace for my own enjoyment. Anyway, I think I'm gonna give it 4 stars. I really liked it. I love Wes and Liz, like I loved Better Than the Movies. That was a 5-star book for me. This one 4 stars. This one maybe just felt a little bit less special to me, but I still really enjoyed it. I love them as a couple. I like them as characters. This one, I can't really remember if the first one was like heavy emotionally or not, but this one definitely was. And although at some points it was a bit frustrating, I found it believable in terms of Liz's reaction to things and her like feelings about Wes. Like I found all of that believable, and what she kind of did what I feel like I would do in that situation. So I liked that. I definitely recommend both this and Better Than the Movies if you haven't read it. They're such good, fun, easy reads. I love all of the quotes from films at the start of each chapter. These books do really feel like they could be a film. Like, it's like watching your favourite rom-com, reading these books. Yeah, love. So I gave that one 4 stars. And I have started another book, but that's for a reading blog, so I won't talk to you about that here. As I said, I'm meeting up with my friends this afternoon, but it's currently only 11:30, so that won't be for a while yet. So I think maybe I might start editing this vlog, but also I need to do some reading, so I'm going to do that too.